Hey, it's Mr. Spencer, and we are looking at this submitting the outline assignment, all right? So before you write your whole essay, 5 paragraphs, type, can you just plan it out first? All right, I gave you an example here, some fill in the blanks, 3 main ideas. These are just notes to help you focus. All right, it's designed to help you focus your thoughts, whether it's English class or iStep. The reason you should outline or plan your essay is to help you remain focused, not distracted. Listening to headphones and Spotify and playing games. No, focus, stay on track, and when you get later into the essay, deep into those deep waters, avoid writer's block. So you're not stuck and like, I don't know what to write next. Plan it out so you know what to write next, okay? Don't just start typing an essay without planning it first, especially on iStep. Okay, the link below is just an optional, bigger version of this planned outline template. All right, so this is like you could type and make a fuller version of it if you wanted to. Okay, and that's just your option there. The other one is the final essay assignment sheet, and that's where it gives you the prompt. Okay, the assignment sheet looks like this, had the due date Friday, February 5th by midnight right there. And the prompt was Corinne McCandless saying, the constant misconceptions about my brother made me want to cry out the real reasons why walking into the wild was far from crazy, but the sanest thing that Chris could have done. All right, so you just need to click the answer assignment button below and submit your rough idea of your thesis statement for the argumentative essay. Okay, thesis statement and 3 main ideas. Let's do it. Okay. This is just a rough draft, just a rough idea. I could change it later. Right now, I'm just going to try to come up with it. So she said, Corinne McCandless's argument, so let's do apostrophe S because it's possession. Her argument, it belongs to her. Apostrophe S. Argument that her brother was far from crazy is actually, what can we say? Accurate, strong, valid, useful, considering what kind of abuse? We could say emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. That's what she said in her book, that he suffered in childhood. I'll add this here just to give context. Far from crazy, in what context? When walking into the wild of Alaska alone. Okay, so I've got that. It's like my thesis statement. I'll just change the color, make it pop here so I can see that differently. And then my 3 main ideas. Okay, I could say like maybe Chris versus parents, Chris versus society, Chris versus himself. I could say Chris's interaction with his family, Chris's interaction with his schoolmates, and Chris's interaction with nature. I could look at it in that way. Here I could say Chris suffering emotional abuse. I could say Chris suffering physical abuse and Chris suffering sexual abuse. Okay, Corinne said it in her book. Okay, so I could just take a look at what I've got over here, and Mr. Spencer's put the PDF. I could download and search for different examples if I'd like to read or see some of the quotes. Not to mention, Mr. Spencer put some of the quotes already at the end of the assignment sheet in the outline. So we got quotes from Into the Wild. We've also got quotes from The Wild Truth. Now, I got to use quotes in my essay, but this is all I'm turning in today. Something like this. Okay, I could do any other examples of main ideas. I could say Chris versus his family, Chris versus nature, Chris versus himself. Okay, and then I might have a different example where I could say like, actually invalid considering the arrogance he displayed going to Alaska with so few supplies. Okay, so maybe that's my main idea. And then maybe I could show, okay, the arrogance he displayed. Chris's arrogance with his family. That makes sense? Something like that. Chris's arrogance with nature, and Chris's arrogance with himself. Is he too full of himself? Is this too full of his ideas? Okay. I could submit that, turn it in. Okay. I've got it saved. I've turned it into Mr. Spencer, and I could use it if I want to make my own version of the essay. All right. So if I just go to Google Docs, I type it in Google Docs. I want to make a new Google Doc. Okay. I could just start with a blank document, or I could start with that outline. Okay. Because the outline could be pretty useful if I just want to type in it right there. Okay. That's on the original assignment sheet. If I start a new blank Google Doc, just got it right here. And what do I already have? I already got the thesis and 3 main ideas. So now I just need to write an intro that finishes with the thesis. And then these are my body paragraphs. I just copy and paste this. I'll do paste without formatting because I do know the assignment sheet says I had to have Times New Roman size 12 font. Okay, so I'll make sure the whole thing is highlighted as Times New Roman size 12 font. Okay, we know the essay would start with my name at the top. Got the date, it's due, and I've got name of the class. Okay, so you always put that at the top. I'll make the whole thing highlight, Control A, highlighted the whole thing, or I can do it over here with Edit and Select All, Control A. And once I've got everything there, I got to make sure I do that double spacing. Bam. Okay, that's the button. And then you're ready to type. All right. Got my title I can say later. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but I'll just center that. And then I start working on the essay. You know, ever since 1982. That's what I'd be working on. Look, I've already got the. What's my next paragraph about? I don't know. Do I have writer's block? No, Mr. Spencer. I don't have writer's block because I already know what my main ideas were going to be. You can just start typing. Make a topic sentence out of this. Okay, transition. The first main point that displays Chris McCann's arrogance is his overconfidence or his overly judgmental attitude towards his family. I think someone, no, don't say I think. Don't say I believe. Make this more persuasive, less personal. Just say someone who has trouble dealing with trust or loyalty in their family will often struggle to make sense of their own values and identity. Man, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Chris's values, and I just keep going. Look, I just filling in some blanks here, and maybe I come back to this later. John Krakauer's 1996 book, italicized the title, Into the Wild. Man, I'm just coming up with all sorts of ideas. Showed the dark side of a young American's arrogance living alone in nature. And then Corinne McCandless's, what was her 2014 book? How do I know that? Because Mr. Spencer already put it on the assignment sheet. Okay, so the original assignment sheet, where was it? I had it here, the assignment sheet, argumentative essay, bam, wham, thank you, ma'am. Got it right there. And near the end of that assignment sheet, Mr. Spencer put Corinne McCandless's book, John Krakauer's book, the quotes, and he put it in an MLA Works Cited format already there at the bottom of page 5. So that's what I put in my Works Cited. Got it, Mr. Spencer. So I go back to where I was typing. That's where it was. Got it there. Her book, italicized or underlined the book title, was called The Wild Truth. Also shows, or more smart, conveys her brother's inability to forgive the people closest to him. His ego was his downfall. Ooh, that's a good sentence. That sets up my thesis. And there, I got my intro right there. Why did I copy and paste those examples from the MLA Works Cited? Because I could have main idea 1, body paragraph 1. Main idea 2, body paragraph 2. Main idea 3, body paragraph 3. Conclusion, in conclusion, or ultimately. And then I've got the Works Cited on a separate page at the end. Okay, I just write Works Cited because I got more than one book. Center that, go back to left, right click, paste without formatting, bam, Times New Roman, size 12 font. I got those book titles, got to change the formatting there with the font. Yes, the book title should be italicized or underlined. Man, I've already got the skeleton of my whole essay working out right here. Got those two. I got to get quotes from those books, but Mr. Spencer, he's already putting some quotes there I could use. It got the page numbers and parentheses, so Mr. Spencer's already done a lot of that work for me. All I got to do is finish typing my essay, come up with a good title at the end. Could say something like Return to Home, an evaluation of the values of Alexander Supertramp. Pretty good there. Oh man, this is great. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Okay, this was just to submit your outline idea. Okay, get your participation points for that. You could write anything here. Just give me something so I know you've put some thought into it. All right, submit it. This is Mr. Spencer signing off.